Hello Virgo. Again, this is a general reading, although when I pray over the cards and prepare, I do ask that each of you receives at least one message. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Archangel Power Tarot deck cards by Doreen Virtue. And I'm going to pull 1 from John Holland's Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. And you guys get 3 out of Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels deck, because when I was shuffling, I had 1 fall out, which was this last one. So you get a bonus. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The first card we have is a Major Arcana card 17, the Star. And this is the card to signify you truly can wish upon a star and all of your dreams will come true. It's also, you know, a time to believe in yourself and believe in those dreams, believe that they will come true, have faith in those. And for some of you, it's talking about the end of a difficult situation. So what I really want you to know is just, you know, have faith, trust, have hope and faith, and just know that your dreams are going to come true. And this is an affirmation and confirmation for you that your prayers have been heard. And they are making and bringing your dreams to fruition. So I get for a lot of you, you've had a lot of frustrations, a lot of challenges. For those of you that are in a relationship, you've had a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict. For some of you, it's led to you ending the relationship. For some of you, it's led to try and fix things. But you know, I get that things still aren't right. And what they're wanting you to know is that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but the most important thing is for you to have faith, trust, know that things are getting better, and really just, you know, turn it over to God. And then you will see these things completely turn around, and you will see that your dreams come true. Just have faith. Next one is 3 of Ariel. And when you look at this, you see a guy, he's looking in a music box, and it says, do what you love, a time of great personal growth in career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. What I'm getting on that is there's a lot of you that aren't focused on love, because I get that your focus is entirely on work. I get for some of you, your focus is completely on work because you're trying to avoid the emotions, the conflict, the arguments, the things that you've been having in your love life. So you've just thrown yourself into work to get away from it. For some of you, I get that are single, that don't want to deal with a relationship and finding someone because maybe you've been hurt in the past. So you're just throwing yourself into work so you don't have to deal with that and release those fears and pain and things that have happened in the past so you can move forward. So it's easier to not feel, so you just throw yourself into work. And for some of you, I get that you have been thrown into work not by your own choice. And for those of you in that situation, it's actually causing some conflict with your partner, because you're working all the time. So for those of you in that situation, I do get that it can quickly and easily be resolved by just having a conversation with your partner. Let him or her know how much you do love and appreciate them, and that it's just truly out of your control. And just do something small and special for them to remind them how much they matter to you, and you'll see that those disagreements will go to the wayside. But for those of you that are throwing yourself into work because you are dodging feelings, dodging emotions, dodging having to deal with arguments and getting yourself unstuck, they're saying that to get yourself some balance and to actually not have fear. Because I get for a lot of you, it's because you're coming from a place of fear. Let go of those fears and face them head on. Because I get that the things that you desire aren't going to happen until you deal with those fears. So I get deep down, you do want to have a relationship. Deep down, you want things to go very well. For some of you, deep down, you don't want to get divorced or separate from your partner, but you're not dealing with your emotions. And you're going to have to do that to salvage the relationship. You're going to have to do that to meet that partner, to be able to move forward into a loving romantic partnership. So get that balance. Deal with those fears head on so that you can get your love life where you'd like to have it. Next card we have is 10 of Ariel. When you look at it, and if you can read the bottom, it says, there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So what I'm getting this is saying for a number of you is that you're coming into a time where you really truly do have it all with your spouse, with your family that you've built together, and that you just need to know that and trust that. Because I get for some of you, you're thinking it's going too well because you've had a lot of conflict in the past, and now you're kind of like, okay, is it really this good? Should I be concerned? Is something else going to happen? And they want you to know, no. Your dreams are coming true. You do have that happy love life. You have come into that happiness and that bliss you desire. It's time for you to just enjoy it. This really is your happily ever after. And for some of you, I'm getting you're going to be getting engaged. That your happily ever after is going to be coming to fruition. You've met that person. They've swept you off your feet. It's a relationship that's just a total dream come true. And I'm getting that you will get engaged. And that's really going to lead to that rewarding family love life that you desire. And I get that it's going to culminate with an engagement. Next card we have is Darkest Fears. And I think again this comes back to fears of having to deal with your emotions, fears of having to step into those. Those of you that are, in that very rewarding dreams come true family life, thinking something bad is going to happen, you're afraid something's going to happen, afraid that it's too good to be true. It's time to let those fears go. Let go of that anxiety. Let go of that doubt. It's really time for you to release that. Because having love in your life, it's crucial. And for a lot of you that have the fears about moving forward, fears of something happening, for most of you, I get that's because, you've been burnt in the past and you don't want that to happen again. But when a relationship doesn't go as we planned it, or a relationship that we'd like to have, someone that we really want to be with doesn't materialize and come to fruition, we often will question our worthiness. So I get that there's a number of you that, aren't loving yourself, and it's coming from a place of fear. And you are, questioning your worthiness. Are you lovable? And I get that you're becoming obsessed and your fears are taking over regarding love, and they're blocking you from love. So don't let your fears, your worries, your insecurities get you locked and paralyzed into a place of inaction. So just release those. Because when you focus on your worries, when you focus on your fears, you're only feeding that negative energy. And what you're doing is you're drawing more of that into your life. And for a lot of you, you're allowing it to consume your life. So for those of you that you're so afraid of dealing with emotions or getting hurt again that you're just going to completely throw yourself into work and you're miserable working all the time, well, just step into the misery of dealing with a relationship and emotions so you can release that, heal that, and move forward into happiness. Because either way, you're not happy, but you have to really go inside, do some introspection, and determine what it is that's really troubling your heart. What is it that you're really afraid of? And once you identify what that is, work on resolving it. Ask, pray for help to release it. If there's other action steps that you need to take, if you need to go see a healer, if you need to go see a psychologist, if you just maybe need to go talk to a friend, a mentor that you can trust to just unload it, take whatever necessary action that you need so that you can finally let those fears go and be free to move into your bliss. And so for some of you, with coming back to the fear, they tie hand in hand in here, because this is, let go of control issues. And if you read the bottom, it says, allow this situation to unfold naturally. So what I'm getting for a number of you is for a large handful, you've met this person. You think that this is the person for you. He or she seems perfect. They're like, in your eyes, everything that you've desired and wanted to have, but it's just not working out. You're having conversations with them and they're not going the way you'd like. When they're expressing their feelings, it's not really what you would like to hear them expressing, because it's not the picture that you have and it's not what you want. It's not how you envision the relationship. So you're just really upset and frustrated with it, but you're holding on to it and you're blocking yourself. And for those of you in this situation, I'm getting that you need to let that person go. And for some of you, I do get that you have let that person go. You're not with that person, but because you're still hung up on that person, you're blocking yourself from allowing anyone else to come in. So you're just really slowing everything down, having your prayers answered, and you need to let that go. And for some of you, I get that you have met a great partner who would really complement you, but you're not really opening up to that person because that person isn't exactly what you envisioned in a partner. So again, they're saying to just get out of your own way. That you're totally in your way. You're blocking yourself. And I'm getting for a number of you, if you boil it down and you look at it, it's really a fear that you're not going to get what you've prayed for and what you've asked for, almost as though what God brings you is not going to be up to your standards and expectations. But if you get out of your way and stop blocking those prayers, stop blocking that person that they're trying to bring into your life, you're going to see that they're way better than anything that you imagined. But you need to just let go and let God. Next card is romantic feelings. And at the bottom, it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. And what I'm getting with this is, for a number of you, you have met someone, and you kind of have the butterflies, and you feel that chemistry, that attraction toward them, but you're wondering if they're feeling it, and you're wondering, is this just indigestion, or am I really feeling something toward this person? And they want you to know that no, it is true. Those feelings that you have, feeling like your heart's leaping out, and wondering, should I pursue this person? Do they feel it? That yes, the answer is yes. And for those of you that's a message, you knew who it was and you thought of that person right away. They want you to know that yes, that's the person. Your feelings are real, and it's safe, and it is time for you to move forward by taking some action, by flirting with that person, by asking that person out on a date, or for some of you to let them know your feelings, make your feelings known, share them with them. And for some of you, I get that, you've been in a relationship with someone that's a friendship. I get it's like a friendship, and, you've really been longing and wanting more with that person, but same thing, wondering if they're feeling the same or not. But they are. So you can trust that, and you can take the action to move forward. And then for a smaller number of you, I get that you've had a rocky past. I get for some of you, you've, recently in the past year or so have gone through a divorce. You have gone through a separation. You've gone through some heartbreak. And you're just starting to have some of the first feelings that, you're ready to start dipping your toe back into the dating pool. And you're worried about, am I ready? Am I really ready for this or not? And they want you to know that yes, you are ready. Those feelings, they are trying to give you that push so that you can move forward and find a partner who is going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated and love you the way that you deserve to be loved. And they want you to know that it is safe and it is time for you to move forward. So trust that so that you can move forward and find the partner that they are preparing for you. And the last card we have is love yourself first. And when you read the bottom of it, it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I get for a number of you, those of you that are throwing yourself into work because you're afraid to have a relationship, you're afraid to get hurt again, you're afraid to deal with those emotions, you're afraid to feel those emotions. And even for some of you that are really just trying to, completely control everything, and you're, holding on to that person, because I get for some of you that's a person you were holding on to that you'd even had a relationship with, but you were holding on to them to try and prove your worth, prove your value to them, prove that you're worthy of their love. That they're trying to let you know that it's time to take a look at yourself in a loving, non-critical, caring way, and to not judge yourself, but to really look at yourself and discover the areas where you're not loving you, and heal those things, because you have to first love yourself before you can love anyone else. And the more you love who you are truly just love who you are. Not caring what anyone else thinks about you. Just loving who you are 100%, regardless of what anyone else thinks. The greater your capacity will be for you to feel the love of others. But you first need to release the things that are keeping you back from loving yourself. And for some of you, I get that you need to, as part of loving yourself, you need to set some boundaries. Because I get for some of you where, you know, you've been brokenhearted, you've had a relationship breakup, a marriage breakup. I get that it's because at some point in that relationship, you stopped valuing and finding the worth of yourself, stopped loving yourself. So what I'm getting is for, you know, this next relationship, you need to set boundaries with your new partner. And those boundaries, because you need to respect and love yourself. And if you get into a relationship with that person who's not loving and respecting you, then it would be time to walk away, because you deserve more than that. And I get for some of you, you are in a relationship where that person is not respecting you. They are not treating you well. They are not treating you how you deserve to be treated. And I get that it's time for you to start loving yourself, and time for you to start setting boundaries of what you will accept and what you won't accept. Like, say, you're giving way more than what you're receiving from them. And for some of you, I'm getting that they are almost verbally abusive, like talk down to you all the time and treat you poorly. And your angels want you to know you deserve better. And it's time you know that you deserve better. And you need to know your worth, and you need to know how amazing you are, and you need to know that you deserve more. And set boundaries, and don't allow that person to treat you like that. Because then you will see your love life turn around. Because people, energetically, we give, how we feel about ourselves is energetically what we give to others. So people will oftentimes find themselves, like if someone doesn't love themselves and respect themselves, what they'll find is they keep getting into these relationships with people that don't respect them, don't love them, don't treat them well. And when they finally heal themselves and release all of that and get to a place of loving themselves, then they will start attracting healthy relationships. And then they realize that they're bringing people into their lives who respect them, value them, love them, and appreciate them. But it all starts with you loving yourself, valuing yourself, respecting yourself, and expecting that of a partner, because you deserve that. And you shouldn't settle for anything less. So many thanks to all of you for subscribing to my channel. I love your comments. Thank you so much for the comments, feedback that you give me. I really do appreciate it. Filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.